Broadcasting around the world on the World Wide Web.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh yeah. Broadcasting live from the Josie Network studios in downtown Medina, Tennessee. It's that time of week again. It's time for the Josie Show. Bringing you the most exciting music news and guests from around the world. Right here on the Josie Show. Please make welcome the beautiful, the talented, the lovely, America's radio sweetheart, Mrs. Josie Asantino Boone.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Josie Show. I have a great interview today with Kody Norris of the Kody Norris Show. I had a great conversation with him, so I'm really looking forward to sharing that interview with you all here in just a moment. But first, I want to talk a little bit about the Josie Music Awards, the 12th Annual Josie Music Awards, which is coming up September 19th and September 20th. So September 19th is our JMA Music Conference that's going to be held at the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center, and tickets are available for that at josiemusicawards.com. And then the next day, September 20th, is the 12th Annual Josie Music Awards, the awards ceremony at the Grand Ole Opry House, and tickets are available at the same website, josiemusicawards.com. Make sure you get your tickets so you can join us on all of the JMA festivities. We're really looking forward to seeing everyone this year. It's going to be a huge year because we still have some wonderful announcements and wonderful updates coming soon. So please make sure you stay tuned to all of our social networking sites for all of that wonderful news. Now, let me bring you right on over to this wonderful interview with Kody Norris.
Hey, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me.
I sincerely appreciate you taking the time to have me on. Thanks a bunch.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. I've been looking forward to this. I mean, I, of course, want to talk about the new single, Good Old USA. So that's what we wanted to have you on here for. It's so great. And for those who have not heard this one yet, can you tell us a little bit about this song?
This song was actually written by myself and a very dear friend of mine, Larry Chun. Larry's a dancer on the Grand Ole Opry, and he's been there for over 30 years, but he's also a phenomenal songwriter. He's written a couple of pieces on some of my other albums, and he and I collaborated on this. I'm very early into co-writing. I've written for many, many years, but not, done many co-writes.
Right.
So as we were putting this album together, this is our very first concept album, where everything kind of has to be cohesive and make sense. And I told him, I said, I want a feel-good song that just totally embodies the feeling of living in this wonderful, wonderful country and everything that it is to, just to be an American. Yeah. And so we sat down, put our heads together, and Good Old USA it's a lot of fun. It's very upbeat. It's very bouncy, make you stop and just reflect for just a moment, and all while making you feel good. So I think we captured, in essence, what we were going for.
You did. You really did. And it has everything that you would want in a song. It's so good. And I have to say, prior to this one coming out, you also released, I believe it was your very first instrumental single, Declaration of Independence. I think it's so great. Did you always want to release an instrumental song? I mean, was that always on the cards?
It's always been something that we think we're going to do and then we don't. Then we think we're going to do it and then we don't. And, when you're kind of running in, different directions on that note, why sometimes you got to be mindful because, you might make a mistake really and not, are people ready for us to do this? You think everything.
Right.
Well, that particular piece of material, my wife, Mary Rachel, who plays fiddle in the group, we were at a festival on July 4th weekend in Pennsylvania a couple of years ago, and she had been working on this tune. So I just randomly look over there. I said, play your new one. And thousands of people, humongous festival. And we get done with it, and the crowd just went berserk. They just loved it. They'd never really just heard us just pick like that,
Right.
And so anyway, we walk off stage. Somebody says, what's the name of that? Well, we didn't have a name. She had it's brand new. She'd been working on it. So
yeah.
She said, I don't know, it's July the 4th. How about Declaration of Independence? And bam, it stuck just like that. And so we put a little bit different arrangement on it for the album. There's a bridge toward the end that the guitar and the fiddle play together. And when we're at that point live on stage, that sort of gives that the other instruments stop and just she and I play that, and the boys get the crowd all into, clapping and all that stuff. And it makes for just a great showpiece.
Oh, absolutely. And both of these songs, Good Old USA and Declaration of Independence, both of them will be on the upcoming new album. So, of course, we have to talk about the album. So, what can you tell us about this album so far? What can we expect? What can you tease?
This is our first concept album. I think it's very important, to celebrate big things. And this is our way of celebrating America 250. There's everything on this album from familiar, a couple ballad type songs on there. There's some, 40s patriotic music on there. There's a whole lot of brand new material on there, but all of it, all packaged up together. It's just a feel-good album, and I hope that everybody will be adding this to their summertime playlist.
Oh, I know they will. I know they will. And of course, the new album will be released this summer. But until then, you can listen to Declaration of Independence and Good Old USA right now on all the platforms that you get your music now, right? So it is everywhere. Check it out.
It's everywhere. It is everywhere.
I love that. Perfect. And of course, the Kody Norris Show, you guys have been busy as ever because you're also currently on your Spirit of America tour. You have a full schedule, which fans could, of course, find at thekodynorrisshow.com. So what kind of energy or atmosphere are you hoping to build in the room every night on this tour? And what can fans expect who haven't been out to a show yet?
Well, and so similar to what I've always done, the Kody Norris Show, from the word go, is always a very, very high energy performance. From as soon as the MC introduces us, we're wide open till the last note. And, being able to incorporate some of this material from the album, and weave that into our already, established show. And we've got, of course, there's new suits for us on the road this year. We've got some patriotic suits with the red, white, and blue and some white fringe. And I think the suit that I wear has well over 10,000 rhinestones on it. So that's always a lot of fun in itself. But to get to incorporate all that into our show this year, and taking that to towns all across the USA. We didn't do any international touring this year for that reason. We wanted to be here to celebrate it, get out and meet as many hardworking Americans as we possibly can.
That's what I love about your shows. I was able to see you perform once before, and y'all are really high energy of a group, which I think is so wonderful. And you really get the crowd going, which is what you look for when it comes to a show. And so I have to ask you, with any kind of shows, I'm sure that you've had your crazy mishaps or anything that has happened, embarrassing onstage moments that you can recall. Can you share those with us?
Hey, here's a funny one. A funny one. A couple of times ago when we were on the Grand Ole Opry, I introduced Charlie Loman, my bass player, and all season he had been doing this thing where he kind of hunched down behind the bass and try to hide while I was introducing him. Well, you can see on the film footage that night when I introduce him and he does that, he comes back up and he has just this stark look on his face, like a deer in the headlights kind of thing. And he whispers over to Mary Rachel and says, "I just split my pants." So Charlie Loman's one of the few people I know to split their britches on the Grand Ole Opry. So that was a pretty funny mishap. And watching him walk off the stage, we got a standing ovation. The crowd is going wild, and he's tippy-toeing off stage trying to hold the bass behind his back because of his split pants. So that was a funny moment.
That is hilarious. That's actually the first I've heard. I'm sure maybe it has happened at some point. That's the first I have heard of someone splitting their pants on the Grand Ole Opry. I mean, come on now. That's a record. That has to be.
Oh, that's one we won't forget for quite some time. I can tell you that.
For sure. But what a professional. I mean, he put that bass right behind him. He was ready. He was ready. Too funny. I love it. And of course, everyone, please make sure you go and check out a live performance because we've mentioned, anything can happen at a show. So make sure you check out. There you go. thekodynorrisshow.com. That was a great segue. Check it out, everybody. Please do. And I got to ask you, because this tour is, I'm sure, going to be so much fun, but also, of course, it's for the 250 for America, right? So it's wonderful. So I have to ask, is there a go-to snack or a food item that you love to indulge in while on tour?
Yes, the bus always has these in it. The Lance Toasty peanut butter crackers. I think those are good with anything, whether it be a Coke or a bottle of water or orange juice, whatever you want to drink with those, they're good. And that's kind of always when I'm driving through the night. That's my go-to. When I get up early in the morning, that's my go-to. I've just always been a peanut butter cracker guy.
I love it. That's my favorite too. I'm not gonna
You
lie.
can't beat them. You can't beat them.
It's so addicting. I love it so much. And then the next fun question I have for you, because you've been able to play at legendary venue. I mean, Grand Ole Opry can't get any better than that. But is there a venue or anywhere around the world that you would love to perform that you have not had the opportunity yet?
I would love to perform at Carnegie Hall. That's that's definitely a place that just so revered on all avenues, and to get to take some traditional country and bluegrass music there, I think would be very, very fun. I hope that happens at some point in time.
Oh, that would be amazing. I could see it happening. The rate you're going here. So, of course, everyone, please check out the new single, Good Old USA. And I want to thank you so much for joining me. And please come back on anytime, okay?
Hey, we'll do this again for sure. And thank you for taking some time. And I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You as well. Everyone, check out the Kody Norris Show. Thank you, Kody Norris, everybody. Thank you all so much for tuning into the Josie Show with my guest, Kody Norris of the Kody Norris Show. And my next show is May 7th with special guests Hannah Dasher and Chris Malpas of the Malpas Brothers. You can check out our website, josieshow.com, to see our full schedule with all of the great special guests that are coming up soon. So please check it out, josieshow.com. Thanks again for tuning in, and see y'all soon.